guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the autumn season of series number 15. Today we're driving around in our Lotus Elise from 1999 that we unlocked in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But today we're going to be finishing off the seasonal championships with the boot full of presents cross-country championship. So let's go and take a look at that. So this will get us the Lamborghini LM002, and our car restrictions are B-Class 700, and we have to use a sports utility hero. So this is cross-country, so be aware of that. Let's go ahead and jump over here and see what our 3 races look like. Let's see, so we've got point to point, point to point, and a circuit. Alright, here we go with the Copper Canyon Cross Country, and we're jumping in to the 2019 Porsche Macan. Ooh, sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. That was a whistle. The Porsche Macan Turbo. So the share code will be up on the screen and what I am calling a tune sheet. So we'll see what this thing can do. Not the biggest fan of cross-country racing. I feel like it's been a minute since there's been one on the seasonal championship, or even just the festival playlist in general. So I guess that's kind of exciting. Man, this thing has a lot of understeer, so be ready for that if you do use this. We are up into 5th. We're battling for 4th currently. Something important to note before we get too far into these videos, or into this video, is that I'm going to use 3 different cars today in this video for the 3 different races. That is something that you do not have to do. If you find a car that works out well for you, you can use that one car for all 3 of the races. So just be wary of that. They did not make that turn very well. I just show you guys 3 different cars just so you can see the different options that can be used and what works out well for me. So just be aware of that. And then the second thing is that you do not have to come in first in all 3 of these races. So this is a championship, so it is based on points, and you get points based off of where you finish in the races. So just be aware of that. We'll take a look at that after this race, but we'll take a better look at the championship leaderboard after the second race. So yeah, this thing is not the greatest to drive. This tune, so I've used the Macan for cross-country events in the past and have had pretty good success, but this tune is very not great as far as steering goes, so just be aware of that. There's, you could get used to it after using it for, a race or 2. But it's not the greatest. It is at least fast enough to get us up into 1st and stay there, so at least it gets points for that. But that's a 1st place finish. And then, as you can see, once we get to the leaderboard, we're coming in 1st. We did get 20 points for our championship leaderboard, and if I hit continue, this is that championship leaderboard. So this is the leaderboard you need to be in 1st place on after all 3 of the races are completed. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our next car, and we'll jump into that next race. All right, here we go. Las Vegas cross country, and we're jumping in to the 2015 BMW X6M. Let's see what this thing can do. The tune sheet will be up on the screen. Something I forgot to mention in the last race is that tune sheet gives you the share code, the name of the tune, and name of the tuner, and that is because the share code for tunes can change, and that's based off of the tuner going in and making edits to the tune, whether it's something as small as tire pressure changes or something like that. It will change that share code, so just be aware of that. And can't find it from the share code, you should be able to look and find it from the name of the tune or name of the tuner when you're looking at whatever car you're wanting to use. So we're up into 1st though. This thing feels much more responsive when turning, so that's good. We have a wet race here. Let's hope that it's at least fast enough to stay out in front of these drivatars. It's at least stable feeling around those bumps, which is another good thing for cross-country racing, is you want to have stability as you go over bumps and humps and stuff. Looks like we've got, I don't know, this is a big jump coming up, so we'll see how it does through here. It's a pretty good sized jump, so that it's stable enough. Let's see, I never know which option's faster here, because this one, ooh. Alright, here's your tip for this video. I would keep rewind on, and I would go to, maybe not the inside, but stay off of that little mountain there. Maybe the inside is the play there, because that was not a great turn. They are still far ahead though. Well, far enough ahead. I shouldn't say far ahead. But the drivatars didn't like that turn either too, so that's good to see. Got to make sure that we can maintain this first place position. I am using the e-brake to go around some of these turns, just because it does seem a bit faster than just braking for them. Okay, big jump here. Really didn't get that far. Okay, that one handled that jump really well, so glad to see that. A lot of cars would have, that would have thrown them off. Stuff like that, so we're going to get another first place victory here on race number 2, which is good to see. So that should be 20 more points for us in the championship. You'll see that here on the race leaderboard. So we got 20 more points. If I hit continue, we're up to 40 in total on the championship. We are 10 points ahead of second place, so we just got to make sure that we stay ahead of them, whether it's by 1 point at the end of next race or, obviously, 20 points or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our last race, and we'll jump into our last car. All right, here we go. The Varencia cross-country circuit. We are in a monsoon here, but we're jumping into the 2017 Jaguar F-Pace S. And that share code and tune sheet will be up on the screen. This is probably my favorite cross-country sprint, or not sprint, circuit race, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm mistaken. No, I think it is. It's been so long since I've done it that I can't remember if it is or not. Okay, yeah, it is. Between this and then the one at the ruins, they're both pretty good. I think this one's better just because it's a lot shorter, more straightforward. There's our e-brake slide into that X5, I think it is. And let's see if we can't gain back here. This F-Pace feels kind of slow. Out of the 3 cars that I've used, I would probably recommend you use the X6, but that's just me recommending that, so it felt the best to me. This thing just feels kind of slow, but I guess we're catching up. I don't know how the Land Rover would do. If you do have a tune that you find that works out pretty well, there's a link to the Mom Gaming Discord server down below in the description. And in that Discord server, there is a channel that is dedicated to, tunes and cars used for the Horizon 5 Festival playlist. So you can go and throw that information in there. You will see me put my tune sheets in there. And just be aware that you don't have to do anything that fancy. I just do that just because it looks good. You can put stuff in there as plain text, as far as, just the name of the car and then the share code for the tune. So just be aware of that, and, all we're here to do is help out other people. So that is all you're doing, is throwing in other options that people can try out if they're having difficulties. So I definitely encourage you to do that. We are looking good here. I think that we are going to be able to take home another first place victory. those cars get quite a good run on us through that section. I'm curious how that X6 would have done on this race. I feel like it would have done pretty well, so we are one turn away and one jump away from finishing out this seasonal championship here. And just a dash to the finish line as we get across. So that is our third race completed, and that should give us 20 more points. As it does, and that'll give us 60 in total on the championship, and that'll give us a victory here in the Boot Full of Presents Cross Country Championship and get us that LM002. Alright, there we go. That is the Boots Full of Presents Cross Country Championship here in the autumn season, and an easy way to get the Lamborghini LM002 truck here in Horizon 5. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. If you did either, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content just like this. But other than that, I do hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you in the next video.